Hello. I need to mute my own stream. And hope everyone is doing great. Today's match is between it's one of the matches today. This match, that's how you do the streaming. This match is between Agent 420 and Mr. Rodriguez. They will of course be starting with Miami. Some background noise can be good to have. We will be hearing sound from Mr. Rodriguez. Right now they're just getting ready. Sounds still too loud, I think. That should be better. Hopefully. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, so they are loading into the map. Let's see where they will spawn after this quick loading. That is definitely not taking forever. Now. So, how is everyone? Doing good, I hope.
Agent, get ready. Duel starts in 10
and
seconds. 9.
We are in.
7,
He has paused.
6, 5.
He is
4,
exiting to
3.
menu. Wait, what? And there we have the match. That was a really close one. Agent 420 barely got the win there in the end. What? Ended up with a tie. So should I update the score or guessing I have to update the score before the next match. Oh, you just missed the most epic match ever. It was super close. That's why it ended up in a tie. I'm confused. I have a feeling that I am not supposed to update the score. Since the match lasted like 4 seconds. Which was the countdown. I don't know what is happening. I'm guessing Mr. Mike is in contact with the opponents trying to figure it out, but not really. Okay, okay. That is true. I just thought since you were like low-key adminning the shoutcasting, and you have made the bots and stuff. Send them a Miami spin. Finals should be shoot only. No, the finals should be ghost mode roulette rivals. Just some stupid mix between them. So we are once again loading.
Get ready. Duel starts in 10 seconds.
And we are starting
9,
again.
8, 7, 6, 5.
This time they're spawning up by the security area
1.
in Kronstadt.
Eliminate the
What
target.
level is Mr. Rodriguez? I have no idea.
Your opponent just picked up a weapon.
So Agent 420 goes for the crate, finds a chrome. Meanwhile,
Your opponent is now disguised.
Rodriguez is running straight for the target? Question mark. There, 420 got the cameras removed, and Agent 420 was just spotted trespassing.
Your opponent just picked up additional equipment.
420 is a strong player indeed, and
Your pacification was witnessed. Target lost.
that wasn't the most elegant solution by Rodriguez. He got
Your
the
opponent just picked up additional
pacified
equipment.
body noticed.
7, 6, 4, 0 to 1, 2, 1.
Was a good hike.
New target. Find and eliminate.
He beat you, didn't he?
Your opponent just picked up additional equipment.
Yeah, so Agent picked up another item. Mr. Rodriguez is once again running straight for the target. Doesn't really seem to go for or care about getting spotted or picking up items, which depending on the targets can be a viable strategy, as long as you don't get killed.
Score 1.
He rage quit after got a point. Okay.
Next target in 10 seconds. 9.
Here Agent 420 just got to the target with 12 seconds left.
Your opponent killed the target.
Has to use the propane to get the kill.
And eliminate.
He could have used the electrocution accident there too, but
Score.
probably thought the propane was safer and quicker. So Agent 420 is almost dead here, trying to slide away from his problems, just like any good person would do. Next target's in the aquarium area. And Rodriguez, both of them have some problems with the police here.
Your opponent killed the target.
Agent 420 seems to be handling the situation a bit better.
You are losing. Assert yourself. Score. 1. Target.
But Rodriguez seems to be getting the kills too.
Your kill was witnessed.
Ah, that sucks.
6. 5.
Rodriguez's kill was witnessed by an NPC
1.
running into the locker room.
New target. Find and eliminate.
And this target is still in the expo building. They don't have to leave that building at all, it seems. Let's see how they handle the situation. Agent 420 is doing the climb up the pipe there.
Your opponent killed the target.
And the target has self-isolated himself, like any person in the COVID crisis should do.
You are losing. Assert yourself.
Meanwhile, Rodriguez is still climbing up the pipes.
Your opponent has almost won. Time to take some chances. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
He seems a bit confused as to where to go for this target.
1. New target. Find and eliminate.
Now, this target, the first one they have to actually leave the expo building for. Still don't have to go outside though, which is pretty nice. They're both taking the same
The target.
approach to this. Agent 420 is has the timing perfectly nailed down and is shooting the target the moment he walks into the room where he can't be spotted. That's a GG to 420. They are now going to Santa Fortuna. And as you can see, Rodriguez just got the accident kill challenge. He's a level 2 player. Are you sure we're just playing with purple, like? I've heard that purple has some similar strategies. Now let's see here. That is true, purple. That is true. I'm not quite sure why Rodriguez has the not type 3. That doesn't really seem... I don't really see any reason for it. But if it works. Yeah, not type 3, I googled it right before the match actually. It is it basically just does that you can't connect to other people, but they can still connect to you, which is really weird, and I have no idea why you need that. So we are back in the loading. One year later. Looks like. Don't almost have to blame me. That is all Karma's doing. And a bit of Mullet. He gave some ideas to Karma, but...
Agent, get ready.
And we have loaded in. They're starting at the construction yard.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eliminate the target.
Let's see here.
Your opponent
Agent 420 goes for the ghost crate, something Rodriguez seems to dismiss.
opponent killed a non-target.
Rodriguez refers to the map and sees that the...
Good news. Your opponent died.
So Agent 420 is doing the kill himself strat,
Your opponent is back in the fight.
which is always a smart strat when the target is on the opposite side of the map. Gives him a lot of a head start to get to the target.
Disguise. Your opponent just picked up additional equipment.
Now, Mr. Rodriguez is getting himself the mansion guard disguise, which has access in the coca fields. So if he is fast enough over there, he will have better access than Agent 420 has.
Up a weapon.
But
Killed the target.
depending on Agent 420 strategies, that won't really matter that much.
You are losing.
And their Agent 420 got the kill with an accident explosion.
4, 0 to 1. Warning. Target will be lost in 10 seconds.
He even gets guards to run from the mansion area.
5. Your opponent just picked up additional equipment. 1. New target. Find
Mr. Rodriguez seemed to have gone for the gun instead of the target. And with that little time left, that seems to have been a pretty good strategy.
a weapon.
Now, why Rodriguez distracted that guard, I'm not quite sure. Probably to mess something up for 420.
Your opponent changed disguise.
There 420 got the underground guard disguise. and now has the advantage in the tunnels, just in terms of the disguises.
Your opponent has picked up additional equipment.
What is Rodriguez doing? He alerted the guards and got himself shot to death,
Kill the target.
which is an interesting strategy. I want to try to
Your enemy will select
situate that a bit better.
score 0-2. Warning, target will be lost in 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6. Your opponent just picked up additional equipment. 2, 1. New target. Find and eliminate.
Okay, so again, Agent 420 got to the target like half a minute before Rodriguez, and therefore got the kill, which Rodriguez didn't, but next target spawned at almost the same place, which or not really the same place at all. What am I talking about?
Your opponent
So the Agent 420 just KO'd the target and snapped his neck. That should be pretty safe place to leave the body, especially after having knocked that guy out.
0,
It seems like Mr. Rodriguez is doing the exact same thing.
9, 8, 7. Clean kill. Score 1.
Which seems to have worked for him too.
New target. Find and eliminate.
Let's see, where is this guy? This is the target underneath the bar area. This guy is basically just a shoot the target and run kind of target. Agent 420 still wants to take it the silent way,
Kill.
which is a bit safer, but it shouldn't really matter that much.
Your opponent has
None of the guards in the area
some chances. 9.
seem to be fast enough to care,
Find and eliminate. 4.
or fast enough to actually spot the body. This target spawned right outside of the mansion gates, which the way Rodriguez takes is a bit safer, seeing that he doesn't have to run through any trespassing areas.
Your opponent changed disguise.
But Agent 420 had the wrenches to knock out the guards. Rodriguez seems to have knocked out the guard right in front of a camera. That is
Kill the target. Target eliminated.
not the best strategy, seeing that he is being shot at right now. Meanwhile, Agent 420 just gunned down the target and seems to have won. GG, Agent 420. You're now going back to Miami again, and hopefully we will get the targets a bit more spread out and not just inside the expo building this time. So we have to wait for Rodriguez to exit and invite again. Playing according to your opponent's skill level. If you can manage to limit yourself to your opponent's skill level, that would certainly be interesting. The thing is that playing suit only might actually level the playing field a bit more, which certainly makes for more interesting matches. At the same time, it kinda shows that you like know you are or think you are better than them, so I'm not quite sure. I guess you have to decide whether or not to do that yourself. His level is low because it's an alt account. That would explain it, yes. That is probably why. So now we're waiting for the Agent 420 to ready up. She will probably ready up any moments now. And there he went ready. So we're back in the loading. Do you have time to get yourself something to drink if you need that? Or you can sit here in silence with me and stare at two people loading into a multiplayer match in a video game. Your choice. There.
Prepare yourself. Duel starts in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
So they are starting by the anchor at the harbor.
3.
It can be a good start in terms of getting a security disguise, but most people seem to be
Your opponent just picked up additional.
seems to be going for the item crate instead. The target is again on the opposite side of the map,
Your opponent just picked up a weapon.
which is probably best to just kill yourself, I guess, to get over to. Or you can run through the map and pick up items. Agent 420 seems to be going for the kill himself method. Meanwhile, Rodriguez is running underneath the entire map.
Your opponent just picked up a weapon.
So Agent 420 picked up the Calmer that will most likely help him later on in clearing out some guards. Rodriguez is having some problems not being spotted here. Meanwhile, they're both just waiting on the target to move, it seems. Rodriguez picked up another coin and pacified the target, but seems to have gotten spotted doing so, and therefore lost the target and is now being shot at by the police officer. Agent 420 on the other hand waited a bit longer until the target went further away from other NPCs. Made him or gave him the opportunity to kill the target and not be spotted.
Target eliminated.
So Agent 4 or Rodriguez actually seems to be going for the accident elimination. Certainly a good move on this target, seeing that it limits the time 420 can use on thinking. So he seemed to have knocked out the reporter and the older lady, but did not notice the people coming in. So those saw the body knocked out in the stairs. The next target is over by the dolphin statues. That really was nice from Rodriguez. I did not expect him to do that. Why Agent 420 didn't do it, on the other hand, might be because he didn't think that was an opportunity, or he was worried about killing the non-target standing in the stairs there.
Your opponent just picked up a weapon.
420 picked up another item or gun, the Duck Mini SMG. Meanwhile, Rodriguez ran straight to the target and is right next to him now.
Target eliminated. Clean kill.
Rodriguez was very close to having that body spotted, but somehow none of the NPCs saw the body.
7, 6, 5, 4,
Their Agent 420 shot the target to death again
to 2.
and has hidden the body.
Move carefully.
Now the next target is up in the second floor, looking down at the
Your opponent just picked up
expo.
equipment.
They're both going for the climbing up the pipe strategy, and Agent 420 is a bit ahead of Rodriguez. 420 seems to be knocking out all the NPCs, so nobody can witness him changing the skies. That is a pretty good move, and in the meantime Rodriguez has gotten over to the targets and managed to get him flying.
Your pacification was witnessed. Target lost.
At the same time he had some guards standing right behind him,
Seconds.
and they started shooting at him and spotted the body.
Target. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Agent 420 went for the push elimination. Nobody should find that body there at all, and if they do it shouldn't matter since it was an accident.
To 3.
Next target is over in the cargo delivery bay area thingy, whatever that name was, still can't remember. And they went with two different ways over there. Mr. Rodriguez went in the underpass while Agent 420 went in the overpass. Seems to have been just as quickly, both of them, and
Your opponent just picked up additional equipment.
Agent 420 seems to be going for the KOing people strategy again.
Your opponent killed the target.
That is certainly a strategy that seems to be working pretty well for him. Rodriguez seems to be going more for the
Assert yourself.
shoot until nobody looks at the target and then kill the target strategy,
Time to take some chances. 9,
which also seems to be working
6, 5.
surprisingly well for him.
Score 3 to 4. New target. Find and eliminate.
Now the next target over by the hotel area, I think, shouldn't be. That is by the medical bay. No, it's not. That is. Which target is that? Kronstadt Paddock is that target. I really can't measure distance in these games. But they're both right by the target. They should just need to wait for him to exit, and then lure him behind the boxes and KO or shoot. All depending on what they want.
Your opponent just picked up additional equipment.
Agent 420 is trying to distract the target to come out sooner than he wants to. That is not the most. That is not the best way to go about this,
Your
but
opponent just picked up a weapon.
it does work. Most likely.
Kill the target. Opponent's kill was witnessed. Your opponent just picked up additional equipment.
No, Agent 420's kill was witnessed by the bartender inside.
7, 6, 5.
Meanwhile, Rodriguez had some trouble trying to shoot the target and didn't quite get the kill there.
New target. Find and eliminate.
They were pretty lucky by this target spawn though, since he spawned right next to where they were. But at the same time, Rodriguez has that place in combat and is being shot at.
Your opponent just picked up additional equipment. Target eliminated. Your kill was witnessed.
Mr. Rodriguez got the kill right before he died, but it was witnessed.
Careful.
That
Your
put
enemy
some
was
time
directly
pressure
towards you.
on Agent 420. But seeing as to how he's going about on this, he seems to be good and have gotten the game. That's another GG, so Agent 420. If I can manage to edit this score, that would be nice. There we go. GG Agent 420. Well played to both the opponents, both Rodriguez and Agent 420. That was very well played. Very well played to both of them. Now I'm not sure if there is another shoutcaster live or another. There are multiple matches in 20 minutes. I'm low-key tempted to cover one of them. I think I'll cover the Payne v Clark side match. Starts in 20 minutes unless an admin is or knows another shoutcaster that is going to cover that one. Okay, so what to say? Yes, join the Discord server via this link if you haven't already. You can even check out the brackets. I'm not quite sure if they are updated yet, but yes. You can still check them out. The Agent 420 seems to be going for some contracts, and I think I'm going to cover the Payne v Clark side. So I'm going to switch over to the trailer and see you all soon.